the bearded Alding. We're heading fishing again. Well, here it is, January 16th, 2024. We just had a super cold front come down into Washington State, and we got -5 at my house once and -3 and 0 last night. So we got some ice. Been waiting all winter for ice. Finally got some ice, so I'm gonna run up to Banks Lake, fish in the marina. I went up a little bit ago and tested the ice, and it was good. So came home, got all my stuff, and we're gonna head up there and see if we can get into some burbot and some whitefish and hit those perch. Well, here we are. We're set up on Banks Lake. It's just starting to get dark. I think we're in the prime time. I've caught 3 perch, 2 little ones and a big one. And it was within the first 3 minutes of being on the ice. And so what I did was, the last 2 little 4-inchers I caught, I came up 1.5 feet to see, because years past, these fish would come into this marina and you didn't have to be close to the bottom. You could be 3-4 feet up. Sometimes you could look down the hole and watch them strike. So I came up, get rid of those little guys. I want the big ones. And then as it gets darker and gets later and these predators come in, they'll chase those little perch out of here or feed on them. And then I'll drop down maybe 6 inches from the bottom, and we'll try to catch a couple burbot. I got a brand new fillet knife for Christmas and I can't wait to use it. So if we start catching the perch, or they move in real thick, you can catch them in here like tuna. It's crazy. We'll get the camera rolling, and we're using 5mm and 6mm tungstens. Tommy's got the glow shad. I got one called the bluegill. And then I've got a little tiny miniature swim bait on it that I got in Tennessee at Mr. Crappie. Brought him up here to Washington, and I used him early this fall. We went to Moses Lake and I dug in my box and pulled those out, and we ended up catching 64, say 12, 13-inch perch. There's 3 of us in the boat, and we tried to get a limit. It was crazy, and I ended up going through like 3 of those. So I got one on tonight. We're gonna see if Mr. Crappie, tiny little glow-in-the-dark swim baits. I bet you they're only maybe 1/2 inch or a little longer than 1/2 inch. And if I have the package out later, I'll show you on the video. All right. Just got something nice right after I stopped the video. Don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a perch. It's a big trout. So let's see if we can. Big trout on 4-pound mono. It's a nice trout. You want to try to get him for me?
Yeah.
You want to put your glove on?
No.
It's a big one. You don't want your diver gloves on?
No, it's fine.
If I can get his head back in the hole without him cutting my line. Don't. He's pecking in my line pretty good. That would be great on the smoker. Go for it. Go for it. No?
No.
That's why I said you gotta get a gill or get your gloves on. Perfect. There it is. Beautiful rainbow trout. What are we sitting in? 9 feet of water. So we've got a couple big perch, 1 big perch, three little ones. Tommy caught one, and then this nice rainbow trout which will be beautiful on the smoker. So we're going to put him in the basket. So he doesn't flop all around.
Ooh. I think I got one too.
Tommy just set the hook into something. Big perch. Nice. Fish are coming in. Let's go down. Since my stuff's up.
There, you gotta get real close.
There's the little tiny swim bait, and this is on the Wonder Bread tungsten. And it's like a big 9 mil that I was using in Moses to get. I was casting into 27, 28 feet of water, and I had a 5 mil. Oh, I just missed something nice. I had a 5 mil on, and it just seemed a little light. Oh, there's something nice again, Tommy. Big bites. Scary bites. That thing got a pretty good view?
Yeah.
Good. My hands are shaking. So excited just to be on the ice. We waited so long. We had the El Nino winter. And it was just so warm. Now we got ice and everybody's super excited. They're putting the shanties out here on the south end of Banks. When I came up to check the ice earlier today, there was one guy out on the ice. I ran home, got the pickup, got our stuff, and got back up here. I was probably gone for maybe an hour and 20 minutes. There was 3 shanties on the ice and about 8 people walking the trail out there. So I've heard some cars go by. I'm sure by now there's a lot more shanties out there, and it's a Tuesday night. I took the rest of the week off, so I should be able to fish up here this weekend and catch some fish. But it seems like that run of fish that come through, which we pulled a perch and a trout out, are moving their way through the marina, because my bite stopped. Tommy just jerked on one, but it's pretty dead. Let's see what happens. Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring this up and I'll tip it with a little worm, maybe. Ice is cracking around us. Water's moving in the hole. I thought it was a little thicker than it was when I drilled up here, but after drilling a couple holes and actually getting our hands down in there and feeling, what do you think it is, Tommy? About 5?
Yeah. Maybe 5.
5, 5.5.
A little less.
No, it's not less than 5. It's just right there. It's cold out here, so we're running the heater. We got the stove fan sitting on the top, so it's circulating a little bit of heat, but I think if I would have brought my ceiling fan that I bought off Amazon, it runs on one of those battery packs. It's awesome. It's the coolest thing I think I've bought for my shanty. we went camping in Oregon in the Shanty, and it got down to 20 degrees, and we all had our cots out in here and sleeping, and that ceiling fan was running. It ran all night. Just kept it beautifully in here. Really awesome. It's USB, runs on like 3 volts, and I put it on a 10,000 amp hour battery, the ones that you can buy to charge your phones. It ran all night. Pretty cool. Cheap too. It's like 20 bucks. But this little fan that I got, you know, it goes on the top of the wood stove, heats the bottom plate up and just circulates. It'll blow air out a ways, but that ceiling fan, it's got big blades on it like this, and it turns kind of slow, but it gathers a lot of air and moves this hot air around. So, you know, up here it feels like it's 100. Here it's like 50, and at our feet it's freezing. So that's what I got it for. So it's probably a little after 6. The bite was hot and heavy for that first half an hour, losing daylight. And as soon as it got dark, nothing on the fish finder, no action. So now we're in that time where we have to wait. That trout that I caught was probably one of the first predators to come into the cove. Those little perch are not biting anymore. We ended up catching, I don't know, 8 of them, little guys. Now just dead. So now we're waiting for the burbot, the walleye to come in. I hope we catch a walleye, and I hope we catch some burbot. But if not, we're still on the ice, having a great time, just relaxing. It's pretty warm in here. There's a small breeze, but hey, my hands ain't cold, just comfortable. Got the heater on low. We haven't turned it on high yet, but we're good. 16 degrees outside. I think it'll be a good night. We'll keep you updated when we get back in the fish. If you ever get a chance to come up and just sit in the marina and enjoy your shanty and enjoy the ice, I really enjoy fishing in the marina. It's nice. Well, we fished till I don't know, it's like 9, I think 9:30. We didn't get nothing after, I don't know, 6:10. So I'm tired. We're gonna call it off. We have nothing on the fish finder, nothing moving around. Tommy did catch one more perch a couple hours ago, but it's cold and I'm tired, so we're gonna break down and head back home. We're gonna come out this weekend though, try to fish Banks Lake or some other lakes around the area. Super excited to be out this season. Hopefully you guys do good, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them on the YouTube channel, and thanks for watching my channel.